En vanmiddag had correspondent Arjen van der Horst een exclusief interview met WikiLeaks-oprichter Julian Assange. Hij vroeg hem of het toeval is dat de stukken over Afghanistan juist nu de Tweede Kamer moet beslissen over een nieuwe missie, zijn gepubliceerd.
It's not a coincidence. We had Dutch journalists coming to us and saying, look, there's going to be this vote on the 18th in Parliament. If there is material that is relevant to that the people would be interested in, then it's got to come out before then.
Yourself are being targeted, obviously, by the US government. You had threats. Do you fear for your life in that sense?
We are forced to take arduous security measures. There have been calls, yes, for my assassination and the assassination of my staff, and for the illegal kidnapping of my staff, and threats against my children. Those are not threats simply coming from enraged former members of the military in Texas. These are threats at the highest level. Sarah Palin said that we should be hunted down like the Taliban, and there are 3 bills that are being proposed in the US Senate or in Congress to label us as a transnational threat, so we could be treated like enemy combatants, to attack our financial infrastructure. In this case, we have seen PayPal being pressured by the State Department to cut off the ability of people around the world to send us money. Visa, the same. MasterCard, the same. People around the world who want to support us, who want to defend us, and who are trying to give us the resources with which we can defend ourselves. And that process is being interfered with outside any judicial system by pure political and governmental influence. And this is not just me saying this. Politicians like Senator Lieberman in the United States have said, I did that and I was proud of it.
It's been almost 2 months since the start of Cablegate. What have you achieved, do you think?
I think diplomacy will be divided, international diplomacy will be divided up into a pre-Cablegate and post-Cablegate period. It's not that there's going to be something like going from a Cold War to a non-Cold War. Not that strong. But the understanding that all these small countries have of the big system, the big Western empire that they are slotted into, that's something that is new for diplomats in those countries and for the people of those countries. And that's going to shape the framework in which political decisions and diplomatic decisions are made into the future.
Your organization strives for more openness. Isn't there a risk that diplomatic traffic is actually going to be more concealed after this, or that diplomats won't speak their mind anymore? They're going to be more secretive in their communication, so it actually has an opposite effect.
But in general, secrecy is used when the broader public would oppose a plan or an action. And so the more open governments are in general, the more their plans and actions have to fit with what the population demands. Because if they don't fit, they will be opposed. And when they're opposed, they are harder to implement. And if they're harder to implement, they will not be implemented.